All right, what's up, guys? So I already tried recording this once when I was on my way down to pick up my tractor. So I'll just give you a quick scoop of exactly what happened, what's been going on, where I've been. Oh, excuse me. Let's start off. Right now, I'm in Hanover Township, Pennsylvania, just outside of Wilkes-Barre. Getting unloaded. I got a load of water on right now. So on Saturday morning, today's Monday, Saturday morning, I tried shooting a video, and it just didn't come out very well. I was just trying to render it now, or edit it. I kept calling my one problem something that it wasn't. Anyway, so a couple weeks ago, I ended up breaking down. I picked up a load of salt that was going down by Pittsburgh. It ended up about 15 miles after I picked up the load. I had a coolant line blow out on me. Small one, it comes from the block over to the air compressor. I didn't think it was as bad as it was, so I thought I was going to be able to push it. I tried pushing it. I was trying to push it about 10 miles just to get to the TA so I can get the part and get it fixed. That didn't happen. Plus, there was just way too many mountain hills. A lot more than I was expecting. Had it been a flatter surface, it still would have been questionable, but I might have been able to at least get a little closer. But I hit one mountain and it was game over. So I ended up throwing out the triangles. I ended up calling the TA. They came out with the line. I'd already pulled the other line off. Once he got there, we put the new line on. We topped it off with coolant. But to go back a few months ago, when I had all the previous work done, it turned out I had a small leak on my water pump. When I overheated and stuff from getting on that mountain and whatever, with the coolant leak, that water pump became a major leak. So that had to be changed. I ended up making it to the Binghamton, the TA in Binghamton. Tried to get the water pump changed there. They said, yeah, we have a water pump in stock. It's $100 and something. I knew right then and there that they didn't have I didn't know if they had the right one or not. But the time frame, I just wasn't going to be able to make my delivery and whatever. So I bought a few extra gallons of coolant and I was just going to keep topping it off. My goal was to get down, deliver the load, turn back around, and shoot straight home, and then get the water pump and everything changed out there. About 80 miles from the delivery, I ended up broke down again. I was hauling ass. I was doing about 70, between 70, 75. Speed limit on 476 is 70 miles an hour, so I wasn't like going way above and beyond or anything. But I ended up was getting ready to pass the one Hickory Run Travel Plaza or whatever, Service Plaza. I was getting ready to pass that one, and then something didn't feel right. Like I couldn't raise up my speed on the cruise control or anything like that. So I swung into the Service Plaza real quick, and I ended up being derated down to 5 miles an hour. It had DEF quality and all this other codes that were popping up. And then I ended up just sitting there. CT came through. He grabbed my trailer, brought it down, delivered the load late, but got it delivered that day. And then that was the next morning that he came through. No, it wasn't. It was that night, that evening. So I got there that morning, and then he came later in the afternoon. That night he delivered the load. I called and got a wrecker, and got towed down to, I think it's Northampton, Pennsylvania, just north of Allentown. Went to the Freightliner there, dropped the car off, went to the hotel for the night, and then the next day I just goofed off a little bit trying to figure out what was going on. Ended up getting a rental car and went home. And then 2 weeks later, they were finally done with the truck. They ended up changing out the water pump and the one box again. Wasn't very happy about that. So that was $12,262 to have that changed out. They also fixed an air. I guess there was an air leak on an air line that had a leak on the turbo. But I don't know exactly. I'm guessing that's the boost sensor or something like that. I really am not sure. I'm not very familiar with turbos yet. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what that is. But either way, we picked up the truck on Saturday afternoon. Actually talked with the owner because I was there to pick it up late. I didn't realize they closed. And then I went and sat down in Allentown at the Wawa and ended up picking up this load yesterday on Sunday afternoon right next door to the Wawa at Nestle Water. I drove up here last night to the Petro, and just as I was getting to the Petro, the truck started making another funny noise. I'll play the little clip here. So I don't know what that's all about. I gotta figure it out now. I don't know. I mean, we're gonna get it fixed. I'm just boggled. I can't figure it out. So the only time it happens is when I let off the throttle. If I rev it up, as soon as the RPM start falling back down, it'll make that noise. But I mean, right now it's running right now and everything's fine. It's cooled down a little bit. I have no noise. Get a little bit of a noise after I hold the throttle up for a second. And it just makes a eerie whine noise. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna try to. There's a dealership. Once this load is on, once they finish unloading me, I have to go up to Tunkhannock, which is about 34 miles from here, 36 miles from here. Run up to Tunkhannock. I gotta drop this trailer off, and then I'm supposed to be picking up another trailer, which is a power only, going to Liverpool, which is up by the house. So I'll go grab that, run up to the house tonight, and then bring the trailer back down tomorrow after I deliver at 10:30. But I think I'm going to swing off by the dealership, the Freightliner there in Tunkhannock, and see if one of their service techs can come out and see if they can tell what the noise is. At least give me an idea of what it might be. I don't know. I might end up having to cancel the next load. As long as I get this trailer off, that's all that really matters. I'm not seeing any performance problems. I don't have any check engine lights. So everything is kind of pretty much running good. It's just making that weird noise when the RPMs fall back down. And it sounds like it's coming from that actuator for the EGR. So I don't know, maybe there's some buildup that got loose through the whole process, and the gate is rubbing against it and creating a squeak noise, which I really don't understand, because at the same time, it only happens when the truck gets up to operating temperature. It's really loud when it's at operating temperature. Once it cools down to where it is now, about 175 degrees, it'll make it, but it'll make it very quietly. But as soon as it gets back up to like 190 degrees, it's constant. So I don't know. We will figure it out, and that is my update. So $12,262 later, we have a new one box, which I think is a little smaller than the last one, and we have a new water pump. Now, just over $1,000 of that is just the water pump. The water pump by itself, without labor, is $716, I believe. They felt it to be necessary to give the water pump a clutch. So it's got a bunch of electronics and everything as part of it. It's $713.29 for the water pump, plus it's plus take away a $250 core charge. So if you're going to go get one, you're going to need $963.29. And then $250, like I said, $250 is a core charge. So they charged me $350 for labor and 3 gallons of coolant at $14.42 a gallon. Which the thing up here says they only use 2 gallons. So I don't know. I didn't really call them out on that. But it was $1,106 of the bill was just for the water pump, and then 12.2, so 11.2, 11.1, so roughly $11,100, $11,000. Yeah, roughly $11,000, $11,100. Somewhere just over $11,000 was the cost of the one box being done, plus a few sensors that they actually had to wait on, a couple knock sensors. That's the other thing. I don't know if that noise is actually coming from the one box or if it's actually coming from. It sounds like it's coming from the EGR area, but for all I know, it's coming down in the one box area. I can't tell because where that video is my phone just sitting there, propped up, and me inside the truck hitting the throttle trying to narrow it down, but I can't actually hear it because I can't rev the truck up from outside, or at least I don't know how to. Even when the truck's off, I can move that actuator arm and everything sounds fine. But as soon as I start the truck up, I can't move the arm, so I'm kind of in a pickle. I need somebody else to give me a hand so I can have somebody rev the truck up while I stand out there and listen and figure out where the sound is coming from. And the other part is I can only hear it once the truck is actually warmed up. So I don't know. We're either going to figure it out before something major happens, or we're going to find out the hard way. So I'm hoping that it's not the hard way. I've already done enough. I'm already in the hole big time. I've pretty much ate up everything I had. So I don't know. We'll figure it out one way or another. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll try to be back soon and let you know where we stand and how everything's going. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.